Hi there, and welcome back to Paws and Pawsitivity. I'm Jamie Watkinson-Harvey, your certified dog trainer and host of this podcast. And whether you're out stretching your legs with your pup or having a well-earned sit down with a cuppa, I'm so glad that you've joined me, because today's episode is all about something I'm incredibly passionate about, and that's DIY enrichment for your dog. Now, if you've ever thought that enrichment was just about puzzle feeders or fancy toys that you've got to splash out on, don't worry, I've got some good news for you. Enrichment doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. And in fact, some of the best ideas are right under your nose and quite literally in your recycling bin, kitchen cupboards, or even garden. But before we get stuck into the how-to part, let's chat about why enrichment matters so much. So let's begin with a little myth busting. Enrichment isn't just about keeping your dog busy so they don't chew your slippers, though that is a lovely side effect. It's actually about giving your dog opportunities to use their brain, body, and natural instincts in a safe, constructive way. Our dogs are clever social animals. Even if they're snuggled on the sofa most days, they still have deep-rooted needs to sniff, forage, chew, chase, and solve problems. And when we don't meet those needs, that's often when we see behaviours that we label as naughty, such as chewing on a table leg, barking for attention, digging up the garden. These are all your dog's way of saying, I'm bored, or I need something to do with my energy. By adding enrichment into your dog's routine, you are giving them an outlet, and a healthy one. And studies do back this up too. Dogs who have regular enrichment tend to show fewer behavior issues, they recover from stress more quickly, and they even sleep better. It's like us having hobbies. It's good for the soul. Now, enrichment comes in many forms, and I always like to think of it as a little menu that you can pick and choose from depending on your dog's mood, your energy levels, and what you've got to hand. So firstly, we've got the food-based enrichment, things like stuffing a Kong, scattering kibble in the grass, or freezing your dog's meals in a silicone mold. They can all be great. Next, we've got sensory enrichment, and that's all about engaging your dog's nose and senses, letting them sniff on walks, trying out new textures to walk on, or even popping herbs like mint or rosemary into a snuffle mat. I mean, I call that the doggy spa experience. They just love it. Then there's social enrichment, time with you, training games, gentle massage, or even doggy play dates with their mates if they're the social sort. And finally, cognitive enrichment, stuff that gets their brain working. And that could be as simple as hiding treats in the plastic cups from the find, or teaching them a new trick like spinning or giving a paw. Now let's move on to the fun stuff. The DIY ideas that you can try at home with things that you probably already have. And if you've got a pile of Amazon boxes just hanging around like most of us do, you're already halfway there. One of my absolute favorites is the Amazon box treasure hunt. So you grab one of those boxes, fill it with scrunched up paper, toilet roll tubes, and bits of old towel. Basically, whatever you've got that's safe. And then scatter in some treats or your dog's dinner, and your dog gets to dig, sniff, and forage. It's a brilliant way to turn a cardboard box into a 5-star dining experience. You can also use the smaller Amazon boxes to create a stacking game. You hide treats in a couple of the boxes and stack them with the lids slightly open. Your dog will then need to nudge, paw, or pull the boxes apart to get to the goodies. Just make sure that the boxes are light and safe to knock over. Nothing too sturdy that could trap paws or cause frustration. Another simple one is the box obstacle course. Set up a few empty boxes in the garden or living room, some upright, some on their side, and scatter some treats through the course. It encourages movement, sniffing, and exploration, and it's great for confidence building, especially in puppies or nervous dogs. If you've got a long flat box, try creating a scent track. Line it with towels or paper. Sprinkle a trail of food through it and encourage your dog to follow their nose along the path. It's simple, but so satisfying for them. And of course, the classics still shine. The toilet roll challenge is always a winner. Pop a few bits of food or treats into an empty tube, fold the ends in, and let your dog puzzle it out. Or the towel roll up. Lay a towel flat, scatter some kibble on it, roll it up tight, and let your dog unroll it to find the goodies inside. It's perfect for rainy days when those walks are a little bit shorter. And then there's the muffin tin game. Just pop a few treats into the holes, cover them with tennis balls or balled up socks, and watch your dog work out how to get to the snack. Now, before we get too carried away, a little word of caution. Always supervise your dog with enrichment, especially when it involves new or involves materials that they might chew or swallow. Know your dog. Some are gentle with cardboard and others think it's a snack. So just keep an eye and adjust based on their style. Also, if your dog does get frustrated easily, start simple. Frustration isn't enriching, it is stressful. We want your dog to feel successful and engaged, not stuck or confused. And if they're struggling, simplify the task or help them out and build up gradually. Here's the thing. Enrichment isn't something you have to add on top of everything else. It can be part of your routine. At feeding time, use a puzzle feeder or scatter feed. If you're going for a walk, let your dog sniff more and explore at their pace. Got 5 minutes? Roll up a towel or set up a quick treat hunt. It's not about being perfect. It's about making enrichment part of your dog's world in a way that feels manageable for you. In my house, I rotate ideas. Some days we do training games. Other days we use the garden as a scent adventure. Onyx, Penny and Reggie all enjoy different things. So I try to tune into what they each love and build that into their week. So if there's one message I want you to leave with today, it's this. Your dog doesn't need a fancy setup or a box full of gadgets. They just need a chance to be a dog, to sniff, to think, to explore. And with a bit of creativity, you can make that happen right at home. And that's it for today's episode of Paws and Pawsitivity. I hope you're feeling inspired to turn everyday items into dog adventures. Remember, enrichment isn't a luxury. It's part of helping your dog feel happy, safe, and fulfilled. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this episode was helpful, I would love it if you could give the podcast a positive rating, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. It's your support that helps us reach more dog lovers and keeps the positive message going. Until next time, take care and give your pup a big hug from me. Woofity woof.